Welcome to another edition of the Farm Show. This week we're outside of Wadena beside Highway 10. You can maybe hear the trucks going past. We're at the Wensman seed processing plant where they process a lot of seed corn and soybeans. Today we're focusing on the corn side of it. Marty Irons just has given us, Trevor and I, a wonderful tour of the plant, so now we get to share with you what we've seen there. Marty, thanks for coming to the show today. The whole process here, the trucks are, can you tell us a little, as a start, where they're coming from?
Sure, Gene, thank you. All of our seed production is grown down in Sherburne County between St. Cloud and Elk River, Minnesota, and is on its way up here. Once it arrives here at the plant, it goes up. You can see the trucks going up on the pit here. When we start harvesting seed, 36% moisture is our target. The trucks will start rolling in around Labor Day, shortly before, and the trucks will go up here. The seed is harvested on the cob with the husks on it, and the seed will go up into the husking beds where the husks will be removed. From there it goes into the drying bins on the cob, and usually an average of about 72 hours to dry seed. From there, the seed goes...
That drying is slower than how a farmer would dry on the farm because it'll impacts the seed quality. Is that what we're going for?
That's right. The key with drying seed corn is you want to use a lot of air and low temperatures. So, just to preserve the quality of the seed, give us the highest germinating seed that we possibly can. So once the seed is dried, it gets shelled until we're ready to accept it for further processing, packaging, treating, and bagging it.
That was interesting to see the machinery in there. The whole process is bigger and more complicated than I thought it would be. There's the husking, yeah, most of the corn does have husks on it, so that has to be all taken off. And then stored in the bins, yeah, and that's different from on a farm also, because the farmer will store shelled corn and dry it, but you dry it as a cob.
Right, right. Preserves the quality of the seed is the whole idea behind it. It also allows us to get out there and start harvesting the seed and get it off the field before the first killing frost, which is very important in the seed industry.
Why does that matter?
Well, germination is the key. If we leave seed out in the field after a frost, germination declines dramatically.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So that's why it's these cobs. They're moist. It's moister than a farmer would be combining. And another thing I noticed, the cobs, they're quite small. You don't get the big trophy cobs with seed production, apparently.
Right, right. What we produce is they're actually inbred plants, and we cross two of them to make a hybrid. So the generation after the seed production will produce tremendous yields.
But these plants that were grown this summer for seed, with them smaller cobs, the yield per acre isn't much.
Right. We're seeing, this year we're seeing really good yields. Probably an average would be 60 bushel yields. This year we're looking at way better than that.
And then, yeah, and the drying and then the shelling. The bagging was interesting. You got some really high-tech machine there doing the bagging and the labeling and all. And then on to the warehouse, pallets. Can you explain the two methods for bagging seed? You've got bags and you got some other big containers out there.
Yeah, currently we're right around 50% the single unit paper bags. And then the other half is these the bulk containers that hold 40 to 50 units depending on the seed size. That's getting more popular every year with the size of the farmers, the size of the farms, becoming larger. Everybody needs to be more efficient, and just need to get things done quicker.
So one of those big plastic containers would plant how many acres?
Depending, it'd be around 100 to 120 acres.
So those are geared to the bigger, newer planting machines.
Right. A lot of the farmers now have seed tenners set up where they can put 3 of the boxes on the tenner, go to the field, and they can plant all day.
So yeah, and you've had to keep up with the changes because that's what your customers need.
Yes.
How many different types of seed are coming in here this fall?
This year we have about 25 different products that are coming in. The brand has all the latest traits available, just the newest germplasms available to the farmer, and
as the seed comes in, each of the 20 plus batches, you got to make a big effort to see that they stay separate, no cross mixing, and it looks like that's being taken care of in there.
Absolutely, yeah, it's very important. We have a paper trail that starts from the field production and follows the seed all the way through the processing plant into the warehouse, and also have a very good computer system that we can depend on that's correct for managing the inventory.
Well, thank you, Marty, for explaining some of this. It was interesting to see the plant because on the outside they're just a bunch of big white buildings, but there's a lot happening in there. Thank you for a good tour. That was very nice. And now we have got a better understanding of how the seed gets processed and eventually onto the farmer for next spring's planting.
That's right.
So, thank you for watching the Farm Show. We'll see you next week at a different farm.